Hey everyone, and welcome to Darkson Gaming. My name is Chris, and in today's video we are going to be talking about the next banner to be dropped on the global side, which is going to be the Blue Boys, or Blue Bros, or however you want to set it up, but either which way, it's the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku and the Blue Evolution Vegeta. So, pretty stoked about this. As far as I know, this is actually the first time we've had a LR that has been a Dokkan Fest LR that is not necessarily something that works along the lines of a dual Dokkan Fest or anything else like that. So kind of excited about it. But we do have some new units that are going to be coming out and want to kind of run through. This is actually, thank you very much to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Wiki page. They do a phenomenal job of getting everything set up, so make sure you guys go and show your support to them. But they do let us know all the different things that were out on JP, so I want to kind of run through that and then run through a handful of the different units that are going to be coming out. So right here we do have the Blue Boys. We do have the new Krillin that's going to drop and awaken with the medals. And then we do have two free farmable characters that are going to be coming out, and some EZAs that are going to come along with it. We did have the Super Saiyan 3 Broly that actually had dropped with this, so I'm hoping they switch this out with Kale and Caulifla. That would actually fit very much within the theme and really kind of help us out, so that would kind of round up part 1. And then we would be able to roll into part 2, and part 2 is going to have the EZA for the Dispo and Topo, and then also being able to drop the LR Jiren and the SSR TUR of the Pride Troopers Topo. So we'll kind of go through and hit all that kind of stuff up, and then a new farmable character as well. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and take a look at the Splendid Hunter Kakunsa. And very nice EZA character. Really kind of helps out not only special pose, but also the Peppy Gal's rotations. But she is going to be a special pose category leader, key +3 and 77% across the board, along with a support for AGL. And then her ability for her super attack is going to be raises attack infinitely, and then causes supreme damage to enemy and lowers attack. So that's a pretty nice little boost that she's going to have going on there. So you definitely want to have those additionals going through, because she really double dips on that additional passive. So pretty nice there. And then as far as her passive skill, attack and defense +80%, special pose category allies, key +2 in attack and defense +22%, plus an additional defense 22% at the start of each turn, and a high chance of stunning the attacked enemy when you have Ribrianne or Rosie attacking in the same turn. So in addition to her, we are also going to be getting the farmable Rosie, and same leader skill, but her super attack is raises defense and causes damage to the enemy and lowers their defense. So kind of that two-prong attack. They're meant to be right next to each other. So attack and defense +80%, special pose category allies, key +2 and attack and defense +22%. So next to each other, they're going to give key +4 and attack and defense +44%, essentially. So, and then you also have that additional chance at 22% attack, and then the ability to seal the enemy's attack, which is also going to be really good when she's next to Kakunsa or Ribrianne. And then we're also going to have, close out actually some of these windows, hopefully I can get some things to move a little bit faster for me. This right here is going to be Super Ribrianne. She's getting an EZA as well. And her new EZA is going to be Peppy Gal's category, key +3 in HP attack and defense 99%. Really kind of think that the Peppy Gal's units are really good. I wonder if they'll ever going to make a Dokkan Fest Peppy Gals. I think they would probably save that if they end up doing something really cool with maybe Pan, or maybe Bulma, Chi-Chi, possibly Abula if they do something really sweet with her coming out in either the manga or the anime, hard to say. But her super attack raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes damage and lowers defense. And the Eternal Love, which is going to be raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage with greater power, and then lowers defense. So she actually has a 30% chance of that going off. So she's going to have 2 different super attacks. Very similar to the way that we have the original EZA Intelligence Buhan. So 2 different types of attacks. And then her passive skills, attack and defense +22% per Peppy Gal's category ally on the team, recovers 22,000 HP per Rainbow Key Sphere obtained, plus an additional 22% and chance of performing a critical hit at 22%, And a chance of evading enemies' attacks by 22% when you have Rosie or Kakunsa attacking in the same turn. So she just, like, she needed anything else, and that just made it much more interesting. It's almost like they wanted to make those Universe 2 girls and Peppy Gals are just ridiculously OP. I mean, it's pretty funny the way that they're kind of set up. But then we go right into the, this is the SSR art for the Blue Boys, and I'm actually going to kind of skip through. They're actually going to be Desperate Struggle or Join Forces category lead. So we'll kind of go straight to their TUR state, because their TUR state is going to be able to be ran with the LR, because there's two different names, so that's really good. But it's going to be their leader skills category key +3 and 120 across the board for the Desperate Struggle and Join Forces. But it greatly raises attack and defense for one turn and causes the enemy to lower their attack. And then as far as the passive skill, it's attack and defense plus 60%, plus an additional attack and defense of 6% per key sphere obtained. So they're going to be a kind of a mini nuker, and then an additional key +1 and launch an additional attack up to 2 times with each key sphere. So you get 2 key spheres, they're going to launch 2 additional attacks with their physical kit build. They have the potential of basically attacking 4 times in a turn, which is really nice. Kind of that Blue Evolution Vegeta aspect of it. So very good there. Like I said, could be ran with the other LR, but their link skills can be Super Saiyan, Godly Power, Warrior Gods, Prepared for Battle, Tournament of Power, and then Fierce Battle. And then you're going to be able to turn around and run the new LR that's going to be coming out. And here we've got their 12 key attack is going to be greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, causing a colossal damage and lowering attack. Lowering attack is always good. And then their 18 key is greatly raises attack and defense, mega colossal damage, and then lowers attack and defense. So very good on that aspect of it. And then as far as their passive is attack and defense plus 70%, plus an additional attack and defense plus 7% per key sphere obtained. And then you have the chance of getting not only a critical hit at 7%, but also key +2 and launch an additional attack with up to 3 rainbow key spheres. So that's going to be really nice. And then you throw on their active skill, which is going to be just an automatic super attack, key +24 for their ultimate, another attack plus 70%, but you do lose defense by 50% for a turn. So you got to be careful, and that can be activated when HP is 50% or less once. So if you get hit, you're underneath 50% and it's turn 2, bam, you can activate it. So that's going to be pretty nice. But hopefully you don't run into that too often. And being at that low HP, you do want to be careful, because, again, that negative 50% defense is going to hurt. Now, if you're kind of wondering where that negative 50% is going to come from, it does come off their max stats. So if right now their max stats 11,444, that's where that 50% is going to be coming off of. Now, in addition to this really good unit, we are going to be getting a new Krillin. And this Krillin is going to be nice because he's going to be a rep of Universe 7, Category 3, or Key +3, and then 120 across the board for Universe 7. And I won't pull him because I don't pull side units, as you guys all know, so kind of bummer, but hey, that's okay. A good unit, though, all the way around. Super attack, supreme damage, and lowers attack. So again, you keep seeing those lowers attack. They're really setting up for Goku and Frieza, so that's going to be huge. With a high chance of stunning the enemy, and then coordination with 18, attack defense plus 180% and a medium chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attack, so that's good. And then the key +2, an additional 120% if your team has Android 18 attacking in the same turn. So he's really meant to be ran with 18. Hopefully you before the 6-year anniversary is supposed to be Tournament of Power base, so we might see a new Android 18 in between that time period, or maybe a some type of a boost to an existing one. So hopefully something will happen there, maybe perhaps through an EZA. And then you have your attacks effective against all types when the enemy is stunned. So obviously really, really good on that aspect. And then the fact that it's lowering attack, you probably want to do, and that high chance of stunning, you're probably going to want to have those multiple attacks going through for your additional builds with the skill orbs, and then also with the potential system. So, part 2. Alright, let's take a look at this bad boy here. Jiren Full Power. Now, this is going to be amazing. He's going to be a new category, Universe 11. Key +3 and HP attack and defense plus 170 across the board. Then Universal Saga, key +3, 150 across the board. So, I mean, he's just probably the best summonable LR leader skill that there is. And then he's got his 12 key, which is going to be able to cause colossal damage and then lower defense. And then his 18 key is going to be causing mega colossal damage with massively lowering defense and a medium chance of stunning the enemy. And the thing that makes this Jiren so amazing is that he is good turn 1. You get him dropped on turn 1, and he's just going to be setting some people up, especially if you're able to get them in attack down or defensive down status. That helps his passive skill, which his passive skill is simply 200% attack and defense. Key +1 with each attack received up to 5, so that's going to help him get to his 18 key. And then attacks effective against all types when you are in attack down or defensive down status. And I don't know of anybody that can't be in at least one of them. And then he performs a critical hit if they're stunned. So as long as you're stunning, attack defense down, he's just going to be disgusting. Now, as far as his active skill, it's an additional attack and defense plus 30%, which may not seem a lot, but you have to remember it's activated after everything else. It's just like B-Pan, so it could be huge. And then all enemies attack and defense minus 30%, so he boosts his own passive skill. And then you have the opportunity to stun those characters for 1 turn. And then it can be activated after receiving 5 damage. So technically, the earliest you can see it is turn 3. So again, just really good there on that. Just a nice setup all the way around. Topo, we've got a new Topo that's going to be coming out, and the thing that's nice about this Topo is his SSR and his TUR are 2 different names, so they can be ran with each other. But Special Pose in Universe 11 category leader. Now this one is only Key 2 100, but his TUR state is going to be Key 3 120. Lowers enemies' attack, supreme damage, but his passive skills attack and defense plus 80%, plus an additional 80% attack and defense when there are 3 or more Universe 11 characters on the team. That's going to happen. Guard against all attack if there's another category attacking in the same turn. So he's going to be a tank. He's going to be very, very good. And then with his Pride Trooper version, again, lowers attack and defense this time. And then he's getting 110 on attack and defense, plus an additional 110 when you have 3 or more allies. Guards against all attacks. And then he also boosts all your allies by 30% and gives them key +3. So he is a must-run on Universe 11 category. So he just super, super strong. And then just kind of continuing on here quickly, we do have Topo that's coming out with God of Destruction, EZA, and does very, very well. He's going to be able to do attack and defense plus 70%, all allies key +1, attack and defense plus 40%, so he could be ran with the other Topo, adding to that all enemies defense minus 70%, and then also reduces damage by 40% if you're less than 70%. So a great boost there. I know this gonna go jump into Dispo. Dispo is nice because he's getting his TUR and then also an EZA, and he's got a different name than the other Dispo, so that's how you're able to get so many Universe 11 teams going through. But his super attack has causes supreme damage and raises attack and defense by 50% for 6 turns. So obviously going to be very good there if you have him maxed out. That's going to be an additional roughly 6,500 attack that can last for 6 turns and can be added on top of each other. But his passive skill is simply attack plus 20% and chance of evading enemy attack by 20%, up to 60% at the start of each turn. So after 3 turns, he's getting his max, and then plus an additional attack plus 20% after you evade. So very, very similar to a Whis, but on the attacking end. And then we actually have another free-to-play unit here. We've got Carcel, and he is going to be just super class, not much of a leader skill there. But his SSR and his TUR are 2 different names, so again, you can run them together. And what's nice about him, yes, attack and defense plus 50% and an additional 30% when you have other Universe 11, but he has a category boost for Universe 11. You give him attack and defense plus 20% if you need a filler. And then for his TUR state, he's going to give key +1 in attack and defense plus 30% to Universe 11, and then he's getting attack and defense plus 80% plus an additional 40% if you have another Universe 11. Again, he should get that because you're not going to run him unless you're on that. Now, one thing that is beneficial is that he infinitely stacks defense. So being physical, constantly wanting to attack with that, he's going to be constantly raising his defense, which at max is 6,700. So he's going to be adding roughly about 3,200 to his defense every turn, and then it just starts calculating from that standpoint. So Pretty good. Now, just briefly did want to talk about, we are going to have an explosive chain battle, potentially, that's going to be dropping with this as well, and that is going to be the SSR Golden Frieza. Don't know why he wouldn't drop in part 2. And Universe 11, Realm of Gods and Special Pose is going to be the hitter there. So some really good things coming out, and very excited for all of this. So pretty exciting. I mean, I don't know how much I'm going to go into the banner. There is a potential that they could end up changing the banner, and we do want to pay attention to that. In addition, we may be getting free tickets. We may end up getting a discount multi. Haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to jump in, and I really want to see that banner make a determination on some of that. I'm sure I will do some type of rotation. I just don't know how deep I'll go. But otherwise, guys, that's today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you guys are hitting that red subscribe button. And don't forget that notification bell, because I know YouTube's been having some problems on the notifications lately. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think about the Blue Boys coming to Global, and also if you plan on summoning for them. Otherwise, that's it. That's today's video, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. We'll talk to you guys later.